This is the most expensive t-shirt I have ever purchased. Welcome to my channel. My name is James and I like clothes and well-made things. And if you've been following my channel at all, you'll know that I'm on this t-shirt journey. Over the last 6 months, I have purchased everything from traditional $20 tees all the way up to this insane $185 Samurai Zero Cotton t-shirt. If you want to see those videos, make sure you stay till the end and I'll post it on the end of my page. In this video, I want to go over the history of Samurai, the t-shirt itself, the fit on my body, and then my opinion on it. Whether I would buy it or whether I think it's worth it or something along those lines. Let's get into the history. Samurai was established in 1997. They are a Japanese clothing brand that focuses on kind of heritage clothing. That you're really gonna see a lot of like vintage inspired Levi's 501s. You're gonna see like chore jackets. You're gonna see a lot of like military inspired things. In 2010, Samurai opened up their own farm and their goal was to make organic cotton that they could use in their clothing. And it took about 11 years for them to get enough cotton and enough stuff that they were gonna make to make the t-shirts, and I ended up getting one. Their stuff is gonna be super small batch, but that's a little history for you. There's a lot of other websites that you can find better history and you can find more information, so I recommend just checking those out. Let's talk about the t-shirt. I bought this t-shirt from the Self Edge store in New York City and the experience was really great there. This t-shirt in general is a 16-ounce organic cotton. Like I was saying, they actually made all of their organic cotton by themselves and they grew it themselves. So I can say this is a fully vertically integrated t-shirt. The cotton, the dyes, the fabric and everything were done 100% by Samurai. If you are a big t-shirt guy and you're into like heritage clothing and things like that, you're probably gonna be familiar with the term loop wheeling. Loop wheeling is a type of t-shirt manufacturing that is done in one full loop. It's typically a looser cotton, things of that nature. This t-shirt is not that. Because of the weight and the fabric of the t-shirt, they weren't able to loop wheel it just because I don't think you can actually make a 16-ounce loop wheeled. I think the highest that Mersby does is like 15 or 12 or something along those lines. I might be wrong. Leave a comment below if I am and correct me. But this is actually sewn together using a really cool method. They actually have 1960s Union Special seamers that they're actually seaming everything together. So if you look on the sides of the garment, you're gonna see the seams that are done there, and it's a very unique kind of looking seam. And then you're gonna see on the shoulders, you're gonna see the same kind of concept, and around the shoulders this way. It's really, really, really cool. This t-shirt being organic cotton and organically made, it is also organically dyed. They actually use locally sourced black chestnuts. They're called Curie, K-U-R-I, and they dye the garment this way. There is a natural version of this t-shirt as well as I believe a sulfur dyed version of this t-shirt as well. So if the brown is not your color, then I get it. I went with the brown because I have so many white tees and I have so many black tees, and this is good because it is a difference in color and I love the way that it feels with the black kind of contrast, and I don't have to worry about staining a $185 tee. But very, very unique fabric. The cotton that they use is actually a long staple and short staple cotton. They decided to keep the shells during the manufacturing process so you can actually feel the texture and the look on it, and it is super, super, super cool. Because they're using all of their organic materials and them growing them themselves, a lot of these garments are gonna be super small batched, and that's kind of where the price comes in. They're using a lot of organic, they're using a lot of stuff, and they don't have a lot of the product. So this is very exciting to be able to have and be able to wear. And that's kind of a quick rundown of the t-shirt. Now let's get into the fit. You kind of expect when you buy Japanese clothing that you're gonna have to size up. Traditionally, if I'm buying a Uniqlo, I'm a medium, sometimes a large depending on how I want the fit. This, I actually went with a extra large. Thank you to the people at Self Edge. They told me to go up to a large. Obviously I tried it on there based off of the price, and it ended up working out fine. However, it runs small and it is extremely slim. To give you an idea of my measurements, I'm 5'8", about 175 pounds. So I'm not at all big. I'm not an extra large. If you're looking for more of that boxy fitting t-shirt, this is not the t-shirt for you. This is a slim fitting. The collar is done. I forget what the collar is called, but I'll put it right here. And it's a tight collar around the neck. It's a folded fabric, so it doesn't have a huge amount of stretch. This is a t-shirt where if you are looking for that crop fit, it's probably not going to be for you. Like the Mersby 215 or the 1950s tee is going to be a better opportunity or a better version of that. However, this is great if you're looking for like high-waisted pants and something to tuck in. This is a perfect t-shirt for that. Because of the fabric, it has a lot of really cool texture and overall beauty, so you don't feel weird just wearing a t-shirt with like a beautiful pair of slacks or something along those lines. Now let's get into like my impression or my thought on the whole garment. $185 is a lot of money. There are a lot of things that I could spend $185. If you could literally buy 2 Mersby t-shirts and then still have 40 bucks off. If you are a person that's 1, messy, 2, doesn't really like want to take care of their clothes, they're gonna throw them into the washing machine and just do whatever, this is not the tee for you. And just because it's something that you're gonna want to take care of, you're gonna treat this like a dress shirt or a pair of dress pants or something like a really well-made garment. And I also wouldn't recommend it if you're like entering the t-shirt world. There are so many other beautiful t-shirts that you can buy at a certain price point that are gonna make you feel that much better and that are gonna have that fit that you want and that look that you want, and they're gonna mimic that in a lot of ways. However, if you're that person who's already done all that and already had that, or if you're a sucker for like a really great story, or like you want everything organically cotton and organic this and organic that, this is a really cool t-shirt to go with. It is exorbitantly expensive, so just remember that. But if that's what you're into, then I recommend going for it, right? Like this is a t-shirt that you're gonna be able to tell a story about. If somebody comes up and talks to you about it, like you're gonna be able to have that story with them, which to me is extremely cool because, you know, in the field that you're in, like a lot of the clothes that I wear don't have brands on them and don't have things like that. If somebody wants to listen to me talk about a t-shirt, then I'm all for it. So that's kind of my impression and my overall thoughts of the t-shirt. I'm super happy to have it. It is extremely expensive, maybe worth the money, maybe not. We'll see. Make sure you follow along because I'm gonna do a breakdown of all the t-shirts that I've been wearing over the last 6 months to a year, and I'm gonna pick my favorite per category and things of that nature. Thank you for coming, everyone. Again, my name is James. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you, goodbye.